Hello y'all, this is Daniel Mart back again, and this time around for this week we're gonna go to another event. This is gonna be basically the 48-hour film challenge festival slash the Arts Accelerator Festival. And yeah, so in this festival, I already did a vlog that came out 3 weeks ago, where I showed you guys the 48-hour film challenge film that we did, which was Adventures of Hero Man, and this is basically going to be the screening of it. I did this last year with La Familia. Y'all know how I felt about that film. Again, I'm going to try not to compare it that much anymore because I'm trying to move past it, but yeesh, you know, sometimes PTSD is a pain in the ass to get through, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so yeah, we're going to go to this, and this is going to be an all-day event. It's going to be, because again, it's basically two festivals in one. It's basically the Arts Accelerated Festival, which I think is also in association with FLIF, Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival, if I'm not mistaken. So it's that, as well as the 48-hour film challenge. I'll be honest, I don't really understand why they're doing that now, where they're combining like two festivals into one. Screw it, whatever it is, what it is. Aside from that, you know, it's gonna be a long day. The event starts at 1, and I bought the all-day pass, and it's from 1 to 10. So yeah, so that's basically I kind of in a rush, so I just want to do this portion of the video very fast before I actually get there, because I'm kind of in a rush right now. And before I leave, let me just show you the fit very fast. And here I have a white turtleneck, which funny enough, I actually wore this white turtleneck last year to the event. I actually wore like a blue suit, so this is kind of different, kind of a green suit. A bit more casual with the white sneakers there. And yeah, basically I have green chinos, this white turtleneck, and then this green long coat that I got. It's a linen cotton blend long coat that I got from Depop. It's a bit more of a relaxed fit, and kind of going for a little bit more like upper street style type of thing, street casual, maybe not street casual, but like street core type of thing. I really don't know the proper terminology, but going for something a little bit different, more than I usually am. And kind of like that little Superman swirl right there. Now that I have my haircut, I have it short, you can kind of see that little Superman swirl, whatever. But yeah, that's we have here. Of course, a watch, green watch, to kind of match it all. Can't really see it there, and some rings, one there, and then another one here. I'm not sure if you could. Yeah, right there. I know it wasn't zoomed in correctly, but whatever. And of course, my glasses. I don't have them right now, but my glasses. So that's basically it. I'll see you guys at the event. All right, so I'm here at the event at the festival. As you can see there, that's the name of the festival. Again, this is like a combined thing with Arts Accelerator and the 48-hour. I don't know if you can see the banner right there, but it's those two, basically two festivals in one. So yeah, I'm right here. I've already met up with some people here from just the industry as a whole. Like Rachel and Sam and Kevin Caicedo, for example, and Sharon. Oh, she's right there, Sharon. I'm waiting for McCree, for Alejo to come here. He's already on his way. Block 1 starts right now, or Block A, Block 1. That starts right now at 1:30 or 1:30. Probably gonna be a little bit later, like 1:45, give or take. So that's when Block 1 starts. Block 2 starts at about 2:30, I want to say. 2:30, 2:45, give or take. You know, there's always some delay. And then Block 3 starts around 3:30 to 4, give or take. Again, delays and all that things considered. So yeah, overall, so far it looks packed. It looks good. Again, this is the first block, so we'll see how packed it really does get at the end. And yeah, the only thing that kind of dawned on me is that the last time I was here, for this festival, for the 48 whatever, was also the last time I saw Mariah. And if you guys have been following the channel, Mariah, she died earlier this year. Mariah Kilman, she died January, February of this year, and you know, that hit the industry as a whole rather hard. And I don't know why, but it just kind of hit me like, oh crap, this is the last time I ever saw her. Almost a year ago, about a year ago. So you know, it is what it is. It kind of just hit me when I was like in line trying to get inside to get my ticket, or get registered for my ticket or whatever. You know, confirm my ticket, whatever, because I bought it in advance. So yeah, but yeah, that's basically it. We'll see how this turns out. So far, it looks like a very huge turnout. I like how it's looking. And yeah, somebody brought a crying baby. I don't know what that's about, but go figure. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll see you later.
Let's talk about the setup. What is a setup? A setup is a game, and that game has 3 possible endings.
Alright, as you can probably tell, it is nighttime. Again, I got here at 1. It is currently about to be 8. It's like 7:45, 7:50, around there. So yeah, we did the 3 rounds of the 48 film challenge, which was about 35 short films, including mine, which was Hero Man, or the one I produced and starred in, which was Hero Man, Adventures of Hero Man. There's a few other ones there that were really good. There's The Box. There was Starfall Productions. I forget the name of their film already, but it's like it's like a video game thing. And I worked with Starfall Productions in the past. They did the mechanic. I did the mechanic with them, which I helped produce. Hi, bye. So it was great. There's a few other good ones here. I'm kind of just tired, so I'm like, so I don't. And a lot of these films, like you saw them back to back to back to back. It's not like I really had much time to register the film name. But yeah, at the same time, although there's some good ones, as always, and I'm gonna be honest with you, there's some stinkers. Thank God that the community here is somewhat generous, because yeah, it's just one of those things, like, yeah, under any other circumstances, I don't think they get as much as applause as they usually get. And I don't know from first-hand experience from last year, because we did a very bad film last year, in my opinion. Still one of the worst films I ever did. Hey, and we still got some applause for it to some degree. Right now, I'm waiting to be interviewed. Let me show you very fast. So yeah, right there, they're doing interviews. They're doing interviews right there. So I'm waiting for me to do that. I put my name on the list. This year it's not being done by Angelo, like I did it last year. Angelo Andronace, I believe is how you pronounce her name. I've seen her before. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember her name. So there's that. That's like, there's a lot of people here that I've seen before, but I just recognize their faces. I don't actually recognize their names. So take that for what you will. That aside, we also had the writing workshop, which you guys saw a little bit of footage from that. It was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. I was kind of dozing off a little bit because I am starting to get tired. It was good. Last year it was done by Richard Sherry, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was his name. This year it was done by Franco something. I don't remember his last name. If I find out, or if I remember, I'll put it right there. But it was like Franco. I've seen him before. He's also been part of the industry for some time. So it was kind of cool to have him do the workshop. It was great. And I sent it to Angelo and this other filmmaker. I forget his name. Again, a lot of filmmakers that I know. I just don't remember your name. Overall, it's been great. Again, the short films are great. Right now, they're about to start the actual, like, the Arts Accelerated films. Their showcase, the showcase for the Arts Accelerated Film Festival, which are the 5 films. I'm in one of them as an extra, Circles, which is by Jeffrey Crichton. I've seen it a few times, so I'm honestly kind of okay with skipping it, especially because right now with the interviews, if it's one of those like first come first serve, like yes, there's a list, but first come first serve. And if I'm being honest, I don't really. Maybe because I've already gone through 3 rounds of the short films from the 48. I'm just honestly a little bit not interested in watching these films. I will say this, compared to last year, at least they chose actual local films. I remember that was a big complaint from last year. I remember I complained about it last year, where like the films they picked were not local at all. They were not from South Florida. And I remember this huge issue this year. All of them are from South Florida. I did submit 3 films this year. I submitted The Mechanic, which again was co-produced by Starfall Productions, and Starfall Albert Aronoff, he directed it. So I submitted that one. I submitted Loose Ends, which Isaac Rivero, right? Is that his last name? Again, I'm tired right now. He directed that one, and I helped produce. And then the one I directed, Captive, that one that's starting its festival run. I submitted all 3 of those to this festival, and none of them got in. It is a very selective festival. So that's the one thing I kind of take issue with it, but it's like also kind of whatever. Again, at least they chose local films this time around. Overall, it's been great. I'm kind of just speed rushing through right now because I'm just very tired, and hopefully I don't miss out on the interview. So yeah, look, they're done. Let's see who's next. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Alright, so it's been about a day or 2 since the award ceremony, since the 48 challenge. It was 2 days ago. And yeah, it was great. I'll be honest, I came home and kind of just knocked out, so I kind of didn't have time to do a video, and I kind of just forgot to do it yesterday because I was busy. So yeah, we're gonna do the video right now, to finish off the video, and it was great. So yeah, we won 2 awards. We won 5th place overall. So 5th place, 5th best film in the entire competition. I believe there was like 35 films, give or take, throughout the whole competition. I'd have to see. Probably corrected myself right there. But Yeah, that was great. It was amazing. I'll be honest, I kind of didn't expect it. Actually, let me rephrase that. I didn't expect it at all to win anything. So it was great that we got that, and then we also got the award for best special effects, which I'm not gonna lie, we're all kind of confused by, if I'm being honest, on two fronts, because there's other films that were like actual like special effects heavy, and they didn't get it. And then the fact that we got it because like what we did wasn't really special effects. Like we were trying to figure out like I put this in the group chat because I was the only person there during the award ceremony representing like pre-productions. So I was there, and when we got the award, like it's one of those things. Like the award happened, and the category came up. It's like, oh, best special effects. I'm like, okay, we're not gonna win this because we don't have special effects. And then they're like, Hero Man. I'm like, what the fuck? Like it literally took me a few seconds to like get up and go to the front to like get the award. So yeah, we won best special effects, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little bit confused by it. We're all a little bit confused by it because we're like, what special effects? And the only thing we can kind of think of is like the speed ramping. Basically, there's a part because he plays a superhero. Alejo plays a superhero. He plays Hero Man, and he's trying to like move fast, so we kind of like speed ramp it a little bit. But we feel like that's more of an editing thing than a special effects thing. But whatever. We got the award. So yeah, it was very cool. Other stuff, other highlights from that. Jeffrey won Best Film when it came to the Florida Showcase thing, the Florida Film Showcase thing. Jeffrey, who he was in Circles, or he directed Circles, and that by definition means that I was technically in two of the best films throughout the entire competition because I actually had a small cameo in Circles at the very beginning when Jeffrey's character walks through like this, not bar, but it's like a hangout spot, like a club kind of situation, kind of like an underground club kind of situation. So yeah, so I kind of make a small cameo there. So by definition, I kind of appear in two of the best films from that night. Funny enough, and yeah, it was really great to see Jeffrey see that he won. We also talked about some other stuff, like oh my gosh, aside from like, oh my gosh, you won, you won. We just talked about the industry as a whole, and something that I noticed a lot, and it's something that I notice often when it comes to like any film festival, but I think I noticed a bit more this time around because I was the winner, and usually I don't, when I win, I don't go out to these things. And I don't know the people that well, so to speak, when I do go out to some of these functions. But this time, since I did win, or my team won, and I was there, and I knew a bunch of these people, I did kind of sense a little bit of pettiness or disappointment from some of these other people who didn't win. And it's kind of like weird because like, hey, we made a film, we all made a film, we should all be supporting each other type of logic, and kind of just is what it is. It was weird though. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of surprised that Hero Man got in the top 5 because I thought there were so many other better films that were there. Like even from our block, because we were in the B block, like we didn't win audience choice. We didn't get that, so it's kind of funny how that turned out. But yeah, we got that. We got 5th place. We got best special effects, and yeah, overall it was just great to see everybody again. It was great to see Jeffrey. It was great to see Angela. It was great to see like people like Sharon or Rachel. I think I mentioned this earlier, but it kind of dawned on me when I first got there that was actually the last year, it was the last time I had seen Mariah Kilmon, rest in peace, at the 48. So the last time I saw her was last year during the 48, and that kind of hit me a bit when I actually arrived, and I think I mentioned that earlier in the video. So there's that too. So there's kind of that. There's also a thing there where it was like, oh, let's special memorial, like someone who recently died, and they feature this guy. I'll be honest, I don't know who the guy was. I do know, like, I personally don't know who the guy was, but I do know that there's other people who did personally know him. But it's one of those things like, yeah, but are we only gonna feature one person? Because like Mariah died earlier this year. Actually, like a week or 2 weeks ago, some other guy died who's big in the industry down here. Again, another person I don't personally know, but I know a lot of people have been mourning him recently. So it's like one of those things, like a few people have died like this year, and you're only gonna feature one person. That just seems kind of weird to me, especially because one of the people who has died in the past like week or two. So that was kind of weird in my opinion. It's always weird when they do like an in memorial thing at some of these local events, and they only like choose one or two people. Like when it comes to like the Academy Awards, whatever. Like for example, like that. Like yeah, you're trying to honor like 50 people. That makes sense. But here, we're local where we all know each other. And you're only gonna honor one person. That seemed kind of weird to me. But that's besides the point. But aside from that, it was great. The food was great, as the food's always great because they always have catering. I'm trying to think what else there was there that's like of note aside from like, hey, I saw these people and hey, we won awards. But like to a certain degree, that's really all it is. Hey, I saw these people and hey, I won these awards or we won these awards. But overall, it was great. Overall, the event was great. A lot more supportive, I think, this time around, especially given the fact that I came in with a better film this time around. The film that we did was so much better than La Familia because that was just something. Oh, I did the interview. I did do the interview at the end with Michelle. That was her name, Michelle Chen, and it was great. I'm not sure when it's gonna come out. I'm gonna assume within the next month it should probably come out, and then I'll post it here on the channel at some point. But yeah, it was great. That was a very fun interview. I think it lasted a bit longer than it probably should have, or maybe that's how it felt to me. So yeah. Also, there's also just a lot of distractions during that interview. Like a lot of people were like trying to talk to Michelle for some reason during that time, and somebody was trying to talk to me, and then there was a whole thing with like a baby while I was doing the interview. So maybe that's why I felt like longer than it probably should have. But they're also gonna edit that to make it seem correct and everything seemed good. But yeah, it was just a great experience, especially this time around, especially compared to last year, especially compared to like just previous years in general. And yeah, in a weird way, I think Hero Man is actually the most successful film I've done in the 48. But then again, that's not really saying much when the other competition is La Familia, which is just honestly one of the worst films I've ever been a part of, period. So it includes that. It includes Dial H for Health Inspector, where I basically had a glorified cameo. Same thing with the museum. And then the only other true competition would have been Debts Unpaid, which actually is one of my favorite films that I've done, period. So yeah, overall, I thought this experience as a whole was great. I loved it overall. Oh, Starfall Productions, Albert Aronoff. I saw him again. I should have gotten a picture with him. But yeah, I saw him again, and we're going to see if we could, for next year, we could work together. He worked with Fawad Sadiq, I believe that's how you say his name. And we worked together, me and Fawad, we worked together on a film that's never going to come out for reasons that I've explained in the past in different videos. But yeah, that film was never going to come out. We're always trying to like work together on different projects. Same thing with Starfall with Albert. So especially because earlier this year, me and Albert were supposed to work on another film, and that kind of fell through. Which I also did mention it in a video earlier this year. So yeah, we're trying to see what's going on. Hopefully we get to work together in the future. And yeah, that's basically overall. It was just a great experience. I liked the experience this time around. It was great, very supportive. The Florida Film Showcase thing actually showed the local films this time around. I remember that was a huge complaint last year where the Florida Film Showcase it's really geared more towards South Florida, and like they didn't even show any, like last year they didn't show any Florida films, or sorry, any South Florida films. And I remember they got a lot of shit for that last year, and this year, they did what they were supposed to do. They actually showed and featured South Florida films. Thank God, because that's your job. So thankfully they did that this time around. Overall, it was great. And yeah, I mean, that's really, like I said, I don't know what else to say besides it was great. We won awards, and I saw people that I know, and that's really it. It was great. We won awards, and I saw people that I know. So that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.